Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Kevin and Mark with What Elon Said, and today is Friday, February 18th, 2022. And we are going to take a look at what Elon said. So Mark, what did Elon say today?
Well, Elon has been saying things that he probably shouldn't have, but we're going to get into that and see what he had here. So we have, actually I have to move this to see this. Hold on for a second. So he had a reply, and this is going on top of yesterday. We discussed the Hitler response he had to the Canadian truckers, sort of trying to have a funny meme about Trudeau being worse than Hitler in a way, with his control of the of Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies for the Canadian truckers. So on here, this was the initial tweet, I think, right? That the Canadian authorities have ordered financial institutions not to interact with 34 different crypto addresses tied to the country's ongoing trucker protests. Yesterday, he had that tweet that was deleted there initially by the author.
You can refer to our video yesterday to find out more about that.
I see that and some discussion on that. And then Tesla Facts responded, actually a little known historical fact is that pre-World War II, Germany's military buildup was in large part financed through deficit spending, so-called MIFO bills, bonds. All Germany companies could substitute for tax payments. Okay.
Yeah, so important line there, though. So he had no budget either.
Oh, he had no budget either. Okay.
Right. So the point of the meme, wasn't it, or I think it stated it in the meme that Hitler was saying, well, at least I had a budget.
Oh, yes, yes. So that was even a false information there. Yes. Even though he was trying to joke, but it was a joke he should not have told. Here's and then Elon said, for an in-depth explanation, read here. So Elon's been doing some reading since then about this account. But still no apology. He's just trying to put facts about it. It's interesting. I felt he created his own trouble here personally. And he sort of knows he must be wrong, but he's not getting himself out.
Look, it's 2022. I mean, everybody, even my kids, know you don't make like Hitler Nazi jokes, right? It's like, I know. It's just in bad taste.
So he's until he says something, I don't know if it's going to go away, but we'll see.
Yeah. I saw a tweet from Ross Gerber that said, just apologize and move on. Let's just get over this. Right. Yes. But I did pull up this Wikipedia link, which is The Wages of Destruction, which is a book. It's a nonfiction book detailing the economic history of Nazi Germany. It's written by Adam Tooze, and it won a Wolfson History Prize and a 2007 Longman History Today Book of the Year Prize. So, I mean, we do know that Elon is quite a fan of history, military history, and otherwise. So, look, I mean, he's well read, and he, I think, looks at things in a very with a very like mathematical and scientific mind. And I think that's actually one of the criticisms often of Elon, is that he's cold and non-empathetic, I guess. And maybe he would try to defend himself in that way, but it does seem that he approaches the world through a perspective of like a computer or science, which obviously has a lot of benefits and has suited him well in many ways, but can potentially lead to a very insensitive meme in many ways. So
yes, he is showing his knowledge, but when he's posting about that, he's just not talking about the issue. It's funny in a way that he's how he's avoiding it, but he's posting facts about the economics that led to his tweet. So it's interesting. Yes.
Yeah. Right. So maybe defending his tweet when he should just let it go, say sorry, move on.
That's right. Now, this I didn't dig into. I saw this and I was like, obviously this cannot be real, it's just for fun that your car is, but it said on Tesla posted that you can now customize how your Tesla appears on the screen and app with the car colorizer. But this obviously will not make your car change its color. I think they're just having fun with it. I don't understand the purpose of the app personally, but I didn't click through or have time to click through to investigate this a little more.
No, me neither. And I know I've seen a couple of videos. One that he liked from a couple of days ago, right, where it looked like the car was changing color in real time, but it was really just editing.
Now, that's right.
Now,
are they offering the option for any color you want?
I mean, I think, look, if you read it for literally what it is, it says you can now customize how your Tesla appears on the screen and app with the car colorizer.
What's the point?
I mean, I think it's like, what's the point of making a different emoji or a different Twitter handle face, or a different Instagram profile pic or whatever? It just is, it's a profile thing. And so I guess like now you can change the color of your car.
I guess I want the real thing there.
Like this happened to be a hot pink car or light pink, whatever, that they changed it to. So, pretty cool. They kind of make it look like, you can literally change the color of the car then. But I think all it is that it's basically your profile pic.
Make a note about this.
Okay. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Like,
it is cool.
There's no other car that I know of, like, you can do that in.
No.
But, maybe like borderline deceiving. Like if you're gonna like some Tesla Q community could probably be like, no, look, they're lying. That you can't really do this with your car. And there's going to be people out there that believe this, that you could change the color of your car.
They buy it.
And they're going to buy the car because of that. Look, it's, maybe someday in the future, who knows?
That would be cool.
But Elon's a very visionary type of person and likes science fiction and the ideas of interesting things like this that could potentially be a reality someday.
Maybe they're working on it. You never know.
Yeah. Who knows? All right. Next up here.
Yes. So next up, we have Elon said, reasons to hate are remembered better than reasons to love. Well, this is in response to the to his
the insensitive meme.
And an evolutionary symmetry helpful to survival, but counterproductive when survival is not at stake. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
Okay, so I saw this one earlier today, and I actually had this one of those Elon tweets where I mean, any tweet in general, sometimes you scroll upon one and it makes you think twice about it.
Yes.
And, I did think about this, that it's true, right? There are reasons when we think about reasons to hate, they often outnumber the reasons to love something, right? Let's just take our lives. Most of us probably highlight the negative parts on a day-to-day basis and don't often enough highlight the positive parts. And we just take those for granted and we keep moving. But the negative parts really stick out in our minds. And I think what he's saying here is that it's an evolutionary asymmetry, and that when we were hunters and gatherers and always looking over our back and waiting for some saber-toothed tiger to jump out and eat us alive, we had to be very skeptical of things and aware of things that were bad and that we hated, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that can be counterproductive in an era in which survival is not at stake and we're all very comfortable, but now we're turning our dislikes and our hatred towards things that maybe don't warrant the hatred, right? That's kind of the take I had on it.
Yes. There's
a lot of great, I mean, look, it's been retweeted 31,000 times. There's 2,500 quote tweets on it and 225,000 likes and a lot of commentary in here. I did see, so there's Ross, just apologize if you done with it. So this was I think he correlated it with the meme.
Yes.
Yeah. But other, I think Tim Urban responded to it.
So he's definitely getting feedback,
this is,
but then the real fly says never apologize. I always see him never apologize.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I did notice this one earlier today. Shibatoshi Nakamoto said, I read somewhere that one bad thing holds as much weight as 10 good things to our brains. It's much easier to tear down than to build. Those who spend their time and energy mainly to tear things down are cowards, and their negative contributions ruin progress. So respect builders.
I agree with all that. I just think that I don't associate it with what he was. Everyone's going to associate it with what he said, posted.
Yeah. So maybe stop tweeting hate,
right? Just apologize.
Yeah, that's how Trudeau is acting. Deal with it. Yeah, I mean,
that's oh boy.
Yeah.
Burying
himself. So great to dig into the comments on that one.
Oh yes. That is a comment hole.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so next up we have
go ahead.
An announcement from Ottawa by Law about animal owners at the demonstration in Canada, the truckers demonstration. If you're unable to care for your animal as a result of enforcement actions, your animal will be placed into protective care for 8 days at your cost. After 8 days, if arrangements are not made, your animal will be considered relinquished. And Elon responded with a heartbreaking emoji.
Yeah, is this
what do you take from that?
I don't even know if this is a real post. What is this, Ottawa by Law? What is this? Why would someone post
check
this?
Mark there. I mean, this may be the law enforcement of Ottawa,
I guess, but what are they supposed to do?
Official account of Ottawa by Law and Regulatory Services, not monitored 24/7 for service requests. Call 311. Okay. I don't know much about Canadian.
I agree that I like how Elon's drawing attention to it, which is very good. I don't understand.
Well, look,
one of the weirdest tweets I've ever seen.
2 ways to interpret it, right?
Yes.
The first way, which is more likely, is, that's just not right. Ottawa by Law, like, let's resolve the situation, and resolve the truckers' complaints, and then we won't have this situation with animals. Like, is he heartbroken about the situation with the people that's affecting the animals, or is he heartbroken that animals will be taken away?
I think from the animals. Yeah. And also Ottawa by Law are saying you're unable to care for your animals because you're arrested, basically. And you can't, and you're in jail. I don't know if you're seeing this tweet, first of all. And also you're not able to get there because you're in jail. What are you supposed to do? I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then Elon is showing the animal, I think. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he could also be responding with a heartbreak, like, who brought their dog to the truckers rally?
I know.
Or dogs or animals or whatever.
Protesting animals.
Either way, I do think that this picture here should really be memed some way or another, because it's pretty fantastic.
It's
look at that dog.
The well-groomed, weirdly groomed dog at the trucker rally.
Yeah. There's no doubt that this will be a cryptocurrency by the end of the weekend. Also, I hope it works out.
You want to shave your dog completely in Canada when it's cold. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. All right. Why don't you take this next one here?
Okay. What am I walking at? Jim Cramer. Okay. Elon Musk. I often wonder, Elon, how you would persevere in the face of this level of negativity from people. I was skeptical until I drove one. And then he said, I was at lunch, the Munger quote. I was at lunch with Munger in 2009 when he told the whole table all the ways Tesla would fail. Made me quite sad, but I told him I agreed with all those reasons and that we would probably die. But it was worth trying anyway. I mean, that was, product is better than marketing. That is true. Have how he persevered, because he's saying he has confidence. He had confidence in what he was doing, and there was no fluff about it. So he's basically telling Cramer that it's easy to persevere when you know negativity bounces off you and complaints when you know what you have is superior to anything.
Yeah. Yep. And then that's plaid model S and X are sublime. He also responded
that he knows they're fantastic. So it's it's good. It's good. Riding back to Cramer in a positive way, even though Cramer gives him a hard time sometimes. But yes,
Cramer seems to ping pong around a bit on his opinion, but he is an entertainer after all. So
yes,
but it's nice to see Cramer showing some respect for Elon. But I bet, and I haven't been on Twitter much today, but I bet there's people out there that are like, oh no, Cramer gave positive news about Tesla. Stock's tanking today.
I'm pretty sure of what he says.
Yes. Yeah. There's the opposite Cramer.
This stock was hit a little bit, but everything was for a rough day in the market today.
Yeah. So I mean, I think Elon's responses there just generally align with his outlook that make the superior product. Don't worry about marketing. Don't worry about advertising. If people love the product, it will sell itself, and word of mouth will win.
Yeah, so, just stay the course. This is the way.
This is the way. All right, here we'll just quickly go through this one, but a familiar meme that he's actually responded to before. I think most would agree with the meme. It's pretty spot on. Tesla's Silicon Valley Club says normal billionaires, and then there's Elon Musk, and the meme is normal billionaires talking, nicely dressed for the weather, talking to the camera, and Elon's just running spastically in the background.
And they're standing in place, and he's constantly moving.
Yeah. And he's responded to that before and liked it before, but we're back at it now. And he says pretty much with two laughing faces. All right. What's this next one here?
Celebrating our 1 millionth 4680 cell in January from Tesla. That's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, huge. I mean, look, tons of talk in the community about the 4680 cell and how efficient it will be, and how that's really going to be the turning point towards, more a turning point in the transition, right? For the masses, and that they're bringing battery production in-house. It'll be efficient. It'll be long range, and they'll be able to drop them right in their battery packs and make the cars better.
Yeah.
So I know there was, I guess they're going into the cars in Texas now in the Austin facility, Model Ys.
Where have all the 1 million been? Like, are they just stacking them up?
It's a good question. I don't know. I think Gally Russell has one, a Piper change. He had a video the last couple of days saying that he got sent one. From someone.
Wow.
An insider.
So this team and this number of people, you think there's the whole team that makes them?
Yeah, I wonder where is this, like at the battery facility? Because I guess someone can comment and let us know where this building is and who this crew is, and just where are these 4680 batteries. Not saying I don't believe it, just wondering where they've been used.
That's right. Interesting.
Okay. Shibatoshi Nakamoto, having your political tribe dictate every single random preference and opinion you have about every single thing, it's a pretty darn boring way to live. And Elon responds, absolutely. Some great conversation recently. I think it was Tim Urban commenting about, it was on the Lex Friedman podcast, commenting about idea thinking and then like tribalism thinking. And that the issue is that more of the world is tending towards the tribalism approach, and the concept of putting out ideas and letting, poking holes in them is like getting crushed recently. And there's more tribalism going on. And if you're not in our tribe, then you're out, and we have to fight wholeheartedly against you. So
yes, when there's no independent ideas that could be discussed or entertained anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, agree. And Elon's on board with that, which is always good to see.
Yeah, it's not the easiest approach, right? Because it can lead to, I don't know, hurt feelings or frustration or a lot of emotion in an open forum and discussion. But I also think that's why he likes Twitter so much, is because that's just what it is, right? You can put anything out there, have anybody respond to it. It's very transparent, seemingly transparent, and allows for open discussion about ideas.
Yeah, and I like how he doesn't feel he has to give a full diatribe in response to anyone else's comment. He just likes to agree with it. That's it. Absolutely. Give support. Little makes his voice known that he agrees with it, but he doesn't have to, go on and on about it, which is great.
Yeah. So I wonder if this next one is related to it. It's World of Engineering tweeting, "What's an unwritten rule of the internet?" And
what is
Elon just responding with ... I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know.
Maybe he's looked through some of these comments and is...
Oh, he's responding there. He's like, wait, you just had...
No, that's a fake account.
Oh, that's a fake. Oh, yeah.
They're all over the place. So
I don't know.
Not
that's
sure.
Interesting.
Open for interpretation on that one. And
maybe he's wanting to see what people said. I don't know what that means. Maybe I'm missing the point.
Yeah. But you got 1,000 responses to it.
1,001.
Nearly 8,000 likes on this.
I like it how he gets more responses than the guy who posted it.
Is that true? It is. Oh my gosh. And probably most of them are spam, which is unfortunate. Yes, but
always the case.
Another unwritten rule of the internet: there's no such thing as free speech. Okay. So some interesting comments. We mentioned earlier before we got on that coming at this cold today. So haven't had much time to dig into the comments and really bring any context on that one. So sorry.
Put your comments below for us.
Hold on. I got it. I love any time that Elon Wario is brought up. Probably my favorite skit from the SNL session last year. All right. The Video Game History Foundation. So Niche Gamer says the Video Game History Foundation said Nintendo's classic game policies are destructive. Okay. And then responded saying, "LOL, I can't see Wario at all anymore without thinking about my spaceman son, Elon Musk, on SNL." And then leaves a gif of people are so mean online. And Elon like that. He just gives a smiley face.
I can't believe he did that show.
I can't either. And that was like, I just really laughed out loud at that skit. Like, not just Elon. It's like, to me, that was one of the funniest ones. It wasn't just Elon, but the skit itself was just very humorous. So great to jump back to that. All right, let's quickly look through the likes and see what we got here.
Got a whole bunch.
Yeah, boy.
Very active with the like button in the last day.
Okay, that's where
we are doing this a little later in the day today, so we're
so we're not quite on the 24-hour cycle. So we've got a little bit more, but I'll take this one, and then you can do the cloud one here. The total area. So from Massimo, the total area of solar panels it would take to power the world, Europe, and Germany. Okay, this map is from Nadine May's thesis. Oh, I see. The world, EU, and then Germany. This map is from Nadine May's thesis. So Elon said numerous times that you could power a huge area of land with pretty minimal solar panels comparatively relative to the size of land that you're providing energy for. You just need to be able to capture that energy and hold on to it, right? And that's what power walls are doing, and battery packs.
I've seen this. I definitely know his theory that you put in one area, but I know I've seen something. I don't know where I saw it. It was a discussion on the solar panels in this section of the Sahara, and they said you can do it. You can store the energy. That all can be done. But they said the big problem is distributing it. There's really no way to get it out of there. And so that like it's not this particular location, at least, like they were saying you could use it to power Africa, and you just can't get the power out of there. It's just not physically possible. So, it's great we could capture from there, but you just can't distribute it.
I mean, my first response to that would be, well, how do we distribute coal burning power or hydropower, right? Like, we figured it out. It's not impossible.
We figured it out, but I think somehow from the middle of the
some desert, infrastructure.
It would take a lot of infrastructure, but it's they say it's just the way that Sahara is, and then leading into the rest of Africa, which is a mess. It's very difficult. Yeah, but I'm sure there's other solutions that will come. Like, this is a new phenomenon, so, and I can't imagine we'll just do it all in one location.
The idea and just opening people's minds to this fact that you really don't need to capture that much solar energy to be able to provide energy for the entire planet for what we're using right now. So you really wouldn't need a whole lot of land, but I mean, it's good to add that context that you do need to figure out how to distribute it.
And again, I'm forgetting another name. There's a research group that presented great findings on how the cost of solar and how it was reducing, and they've estimated that solar will be much cheaper than any other form of energy production almost now, but really within 10 years. And it's just, the world will be powered by solar going forward. It's just not even a question. It's just going to be so efficient that all the other issues we have sounds, utopian, but they really will go away, because solar will just be so cheap and so widely distributed around the world that in the long run, we're good. It just matters how much damage we do over the next 10 or 15 years until then.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's like part of what I don't understand about, climate denial and the pushback and the, what we were talking about yesterday with the influencers trying to squash this idea of climate change. It's like, there's lots of opportunity here. I mean, you could transition your business. It's just, I don't know. I guess when you're making money one way, you want to just keep doing that and try to squash anybody that's trying to take your money from you or your revenues. So I get it. But lots of opportunity to come. And I think Elon has definitely been very outspoken within his interviews and tweets, even about the fact that, there's a huge reactor in the sky that's just providing us the energy that we need pretty much at any given moment. I mean, you'd have to store it overnight, but for the most part, you just have to capture it and distribute it. So he's a proponent of that, and we just need to figure it out.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, we got Wonder of Science here.
Yeah. A stunning roll cloud moving over Lake Michigan, recorded by Ken Temple. Really wild.
It's really wild. This
is high speed.
Can't even believe it. Yeah, it is. It's sped up for sure. But
I thought when you first showed it was a tsunami or something.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. But as it moves throughout the picture here, you can really tell that, it's because it does look like that. There's no way that can even be real, but it's just a cloud rolling along.
It's wild.
Fascinating. I think he really just liked this because it looks cool.
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with.
I've seen him like other things from Wonder of
Energy.
Science, so he definitely follows them.
Yeah. So this is another one from Massimo at Rainmaker 1973. This looks like a joint, some sort of gear, a constant velocity joint named Harris joint, having driving and driven pivot arm segments coupled together with a pivotal bearing element, provides high power density transmission through a large dynamic angle. Pretty cool. I will admit, this is one of those things that Elon likes that goes over my head.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm looking at a break.
Wow.
Yeah, is this a breakthrough or is this just marveling at engineering in general? I
believe it's the latter.
Yes.
And it just looks cool.
Looks cool. Yes. Yep.
All right. Let's see. So this is pretty cool too. I was able to follow this one. Massimo also tweeted a recap of Starship's mission to Mars, and it's just a illustration here. Oh, it is animated actually, but you have. Let me go back to the beginning here. But you have launch and booster return. So you have the launch here.
Yeah, the booster goes back.
You're just moving through the different pieces here.
Yeah. And then
ship arrives in Earth.
Tank. Then you have the tanker up here.
The refill
here, right?
Yeah. The refilled ship travels to Mars. Ship refilled on Mars using local resources, so it actually lands on Mars. Yeah. And then ship performs Mars ascend and direct return to Earth. So pretty cool. And then this is the refueling tanker here that goes up and just comes back down. So, and then this is the booster. So pretty cool animation. It's very cool. Sums it up nice and easy.
Yeah, it's nice.
And it's actually related to the animation that they put out with the Starship presentation.
Different way to show
epic. Yeah.
Yes.
But this is a little bit simpler. That was way more animated and like sci-fi.
Yeah.
All right. Whole Mars catalog. If you don't understand why this is a big deal, you don't understand autonomy at all. Okay. That's a little aggressive, but
yeah, but Elon agreed that this is a big deal.
We liked it. Yeah.
He feels underappreciated lately.
Yeah. And I think Omar and Whole Mars really provides some appreciation, and I do love his take, and I think he's pretty realistic with his take. I mean, look, he's definitely a proponent, gives mostly the positive side. He rides it in San Francisco, where probably rides best. But I've also heard him discuss FSD and say, like, look, it's not perfect, but like, can we not all be just blown away by this? Like, I don't understand people who are like, well, it's just not fully autonomous yet. Like, do you realize like 75% at least is driving itself flawlessly?
It's driving itself. I think this is a case
to be amazed at by that.
This is an example of his response to Cramer, where he basically said product trumps marketing. That in the end, if he knows that right now he's getting the hate on it, but he knows where it will be in 2-5 years, and that product will just do away with all the negative stuff, and he doesn't need to do marketing. It will speak for itself.
Yeah.
So
now, I mean, I know the iPhone is often used as an analogy for Tesla cars and where this is going. But lest we forget that Apple did market a lot. I don't know about the iPhone initially, but they were definitely marketing the precursor to the iPhone. And they did it really damn well too. And I think it could be argued that it partly led to their success. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
know, but
absolutely.
So,
I mean,
but
Steve Jobs was more artist than he was engineer. He really wasn't an engineer. So
So, maybe if Elon had a little more artist in him, I don't know. I'm not saying he's not artistic, but and visionary for sure, but definitely way more engineering leaning. So
Yes.
I don't think he sees the value in marketing, but there could be some untapped value there.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I also really appreciate his approach too, in that, yeah, let the products sell themselves, and quality will win.
That's right.
All right, we got a lot more, so let's keep rolling. This one, I'll just sum this up in that the cost for energy has gone down significantly since 1301 AD.
Since 1301.
Yeah.
That's the year. Why that year? I don't know what's going on. Interesting. Well, the cost of energy. I mean, were people buying energy back then? Or they just burning the cars, and unless they valued the cost per hour of your work, cutting wood or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's probably how it's broken down.
Yeah, it's funny. Well, that's a lot,
but
and a lot since 1800.
I mean,
big drop.
I would say let's clump this into the bucket of let's look at the positive and not always focus on the negative. Like we got running electricity and light bulbs in our household. Like,
yeah.
I was in Blarney Castle today, and like it's fascinating, but you got to think this is probably a pretty miserable life comparatively to right now. It's not pleasant. All right, here you go. I'll let you take this one.
Okay, Matt Wallace says, let's just all agree that evil people suck and abusing government power is evil. This is still everyone's talking about.
We're back to this. Yeah.
Back to it. Yep. Response. So he liked this. So he goes, yes, that's true. That is true.
Yeah, it is.
No,
I think we can all
argue
agree
with that. We all agree.
Oh, and we mentioned this one earlier. So.
Okay.
What
is this? Artemis. Love is kind. Love is patient. Pain is inevitable. Time fixes everything, and sweet memories live on. I don't know if you hear the engine that just turned on.
A little bit, but the poetry.
The generator turned on for the weekly test.
Okay.
But yes, some poetry. He liked that. It's very pain is inevitable. I like that. Time fixes everything.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, it's nice. I don't know if this person wrote
more
this
responding to his tweet from before, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the reasons to hate one. Yeah, it's nice. Some positive vibes here.
Yeah. Polaris.
Yeah. Polaris program crew will conduct first ever commercial spacewalk wearing new SpaceX spacesuits.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what these look like.
Yeah.
It's funny in that interview, Jared, right?
Yeah. Jared
he
Isaacson.
had with Lex Friedman. Is that Lex Friedman? I don't even know where I saw that interview.
I think it was Dave Lee.
Oh, Dave Lee, actually with Dave Lee. He was saying that the helmet for the space suit takes a very long time to put on. It's not like in the movies where they just kind of like put it on, slide it. It's like a lot of preparation.
So I wonder a lot of like, I guess it's not just, hey, snap it in here.
Yeah.
Like that would be like the SNL Chad skit. Oh man, that was another great one too. If you're into childish, immature humor. Okay, he liked the Jim Cramer line here. Yeah, so this was interesting. Here, you want to read this one?
Yeah, so the Tesla says that the Securities and Exchange Commission has failed to distribute $40 million to company shareholders because its CEO, Elon Musk, is an outspoken critic of the government, making him a target. I don't know if it was that simple, but yes, that is kind of outrageous. And I know that Tesla filed a lawsuit about that, right? That's what happened. They're not just saying
sure,
it. They actually filed. So they went to a judge and filed a suit against this SEC, saying that they're causing stress, unfair stress, or that they owe the money, and they're doing wrong to Tesla and to Elon Musk in their actions.
Okay.
And they're saying that speaking out against the government is not a reason to do this.
Interesting. Okay, so I know that they fined Tesla and Elon both 20 million, but it's related to his tweet from 2018, I think, in which he said, considering taking Tesla private at 420.
That's right.
Per share. So, and funding secured, right?
Yeah.
So that got him in all sorts of hot water.
Oh yes.
Including $20 million fines, or the amount of 40 million. So, but I don't understand how is the money supposed to be redistributed to shareholders, or it's the fact that they fined them 40 million that hits the shareholders?
I don't know.
Yeah, sure there's the article link is here. I did kind of glance at it earlier, but I didn't get all of the details about why this hurts shareholders. Another opportunity for comments in the video. All right. Hey, we got Monroe live.
Monroe.
We've been so busy here at Monroe Associates that we forgot that our 1-year anniversary of Elon Musk coming on our Monroe Live was a couple of weeks ago. Maybe it's time for him to come back on our channel.
Elon liked it. Okay.
Nice.
Maybe. I mean, Elon's making the rounds lately.
That's when the crew in the Monroe Live offices start. Whoa, he liked it. All right, let's go. What's the next step here?
Let's prep it up.
Start getting the interview questions ready. Like, reach out to his assistant. Let's make this happen.
It happened.
All right.
Morning to morning 24-hour time lapse from February 17th through February 18th of NASA spaceflight Starbase live camera at Starbase.
So you can watch this live. Wow.
Yeah, it's interesting. I didn't know that NASA had their cameras there. But it's
jumping around quite a bit though. So
yeah,
I guess just a very sped up. I wonder if there's commentary too. Whoa,
no, that's a fast moving moon.
That was cool. Well, I'm gonna open it or something.
So yes, they must.
Yeah, there's no audio to it. So
yeah.
And
the road is open.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's good to play in the background. Why not?
Yeah. Background if you're working, doing your thing throughout the day.
So, they see they're working as well.
Yeah.
You got a Paul Graham he liked Paul Graham. So I never realized that consciously before now, but you have to be independent minded to be good. This is responding to Tim Urban, huh? Otherwise, you'll be drawn into doing bad things out of conformism.
Yeah. So this is very related to all of the dialogue today.
Yeah.
You're saying much scarier than the small number of evil people is the large number who will fall in line with whatever's fashionable. When kindness is in fashion, they're kind. When a form of bigotry becomes cool, they jump on board. When it's popular to condone violence, they're all for it. Wow, that's thought-provoking.
Is as large. Yeah, is a large number. That's true.
Yeah. Wow, that's great stuff. See, I love that he likes these types of things. So, I mean, it's like sometimes just him liking it, like, look, it's not like I'm just only looking at what Elon tweets and stuff. So I follow a large number of people, but I love, I guess, just the way that Twitter works, and that someone can like something or someone can retweet something and it'll put you into this rabbit hole of thought-provoking dialogue.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, so, and then last one here. Cool.
From the GoPro inside of the SpaceX Falcon. That's wild.
Beautiful. Yeah.
This always I guess this is as the Falcon is falling back to Earth or something. Such a weird
It may
view.
just be in orbit.
Yeah. Amazing.
But some beautiful shots
cool.
of the Earth there from outer space. Very nice.
That's probably what that's just a GoPro. You don't do anything special. It's hard to believe that's the view.
What amazing.
Yeah.
Like I just took that with my iPhone.
Yeah. Why not?
I'll shoot it to you. I'll text you. All right. Well, I think that wraps it up for today. A lot of content today, so we ran a little long, but good stuff. Good conversation.
Yeah, fantastic.
And looking forward to finding out what Elon said in the next 24 hours.
Have a good night.
Until then, talk to you next time.